Continuing where we left off yesterday, we're going to be working with this now and like plugging it into a calculator or getting it into a format that we can plug into the calculator. So for 13, it says 3e raised to the 4x minus 12 equals 15. We are working on getting the x by itself. So first of all, we're going to add 12 to both sides to get it on the other side. So 3e to 4x equals 27. Okay, and then the next step, again, we're working on trying to get x by itself. We're going to divide both sides by 3. You get x raised to the 4x equals 9. Okay, so we have to get rid of the e, and the way we can get rid of that is by multiplying it by the natural log, ln. And then whatever you do to one side, you also have to do to the other. Okay, so what happens here is this just cancels, and we're left with 4x equals ln natural log of 9. And then to get x by itself, we divide both sides by 4. So x equals natural log of 9 over 4, and then you'd plug this into the calculator. Now, every calculator is a little bit different. Some of the more basic ones that you used for geometry, you might have to do everything kind of separate, but on this one, I can just do natural log of 9 divided by 4, and I get this number. And then I would write that down. X equals 0.5493. And it says to round to the 10,000ths place, so that'd be 4 decimal places. Okay, number 14 is a very similar problem. So again, we're just working on getting x by itself and solving for it. So first step would be to subtract 8 from both sides. Then divide both sides by 4. Okay, we need to get rid of this e, so we're going to multiply this by ln and multiply this side by ln. So we get negative x equals natural log of 9/4. Then to completely get x by itself, you could divide by -1 or multiply by -1 to get positive x. So this would be x equals negative ln 9/4. Then in the calculator, negative ln 9 divided by 4, and we get this. Ready? Okay. Next one, same idea. We're just trying to solve for x, taking it one step at a time. Let's see. Okay, so first step, divide both sides by 5. So we're trying to get rid of that natural log there, so we're going to multiply by e. So this is essentially e raised to the natural log 6x, and then this is e raised to the 8/5. Maybe I can write that better like this. E ln 6x equals e raised to the 8/5 power.
So you just multiply both sides by ln?
So in this case, we're trying to get rid of the ln, so we multiply by e. Then this cancels here, e to the ln cancels, and then we have 6x equals e to the 8/5 power. Then to get x by itself, last step is to just divide both sides by 6. And x equals e to the 8/5 power over 6, and we can plug this into a calculator. Next one's very similar. Subtracting 8 from both sides. Then dividing both sides by 5. Then put an ln here to get the e to cancel, and whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. Then we get 2x equals natural log -6/5. Then to get x by itself, divide by 2.
Oh, I wasn't writing it.
What's up? Okay, and we get this answer, but there is a problema. So when you plug in natural log of -6 divided by 5, it says domain error. You can't take the natural log of a negative, or you can't take the log of a negative. So here, when you taking a log of a negative, there is no solution. Okay, and last two problems. So here we have log base 3. You can't plug it into a calculator like this because of that base 3. You can only use log button in the calculator if it has a base 10. But you can rearrange this so that way you can plug it into a calculator. And the way you would do that is like this. So log base 3, 6 would be log 6 over log 3. And then you can plug this into the calculator to get the answer. And you get 1.63. It says to round to the hundredths place, so 2 decimal places. So this is your answer. Somebody asked with the simpler calculators how to do this. I think you have to do each one separate. You'd have to find log of 6, write down that number, then log of 3, write down that number, and do everything separate. And then for 18, same process. Log of 8 over log of 4. You would plug that into a calculator and you get the answer 1.5.
It's frozen.
Oh, it is. Weird. Okay, well, I was just at the end anyway. Oh, it's still recording now. Okay, I'll